Welcome to the lecture on clamper and diode comparator. In this lecture, we are going to see the clamper, types of clamper, working of clamper and diode comparator working and its applications. Now let us start with the clamper. Clamper is a circuit that shifts or clamps a signal to a different DC level. That is, it introduces a DC level to an AC signal. Hence, clamping network is also known as DC restored. Types of clamper: positive clamper and negative clamper. Clamper circuit comprise of a capacitor, a diode and a resistor. The time constant of this circuit, tau equal to RC, must be large so that the voltage across the capacitor does not discharge significantly when the diode is not conducting. So now let us see the steps for analyzing the clamper network. So we have to start with the step 1. Determine the portion of the waveform that forward biases the diode. When the diode is in forward biased condition, that is short circuited condition, the capacitor gets charged. When the diode is in reverse biased condition, that is when it is equivalent to an open circuit condition, the clamped output is obtained. We have to remember that the total swing of the clamping network is equal to the total swing of the input. Now let us see the working of a negative clamper. So this is the circuit of a negative clamper. So now we have to start the analysis with the portion of the input which forward biases the diode. So that is the first step. So now let us assume that this input is applied to this negative clamper. So since the diode is connected in this condition, we have to give a positive voltage at this point in order to make the diode to become forward biased. So we have to start the analysis with the positive input. So when a positive input is given, this terminal will be positive and this terminal will be negative, and the diode becomes forward biased and the capacitor gets charged. Okay. So positive cycle, the diode is forward biased and the capacitor charges. To what value this capacitor gets charged? Let us see that. We can obtain that by applying a voltage law to this path. That is VI minus VC equal to 0. So what is the level of VI now? So VI is V. So V minus VC equal to 0. So the VC, that is the capacitor, gets charged to a level of minus V volts. So in the input signal, the reference level is 0 volts, whereas in the output signal, the reference level will be at minus V volt. Okay. So that is, this reference level will be at minus V volt. So now if a negative half cycle, that is this portion of the input, has been applied to the clamper, okay, then the diode is reverse biased. It acts as an open circuit, or else we can assume that this branch is not present. Then the output can be calculated by again using the Kirchhoff's voltage law. So for the negative cycle, the terminals polarity will get changed. That is, this terminal will become negative and this terminal will become positive. Okay. So when we apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law, it will be VI plus V naught plus VC equal to 0. So now what is the level of VI now? VI is at minus V volt and VC is again at minus V volt. So when we apply that, we attain V naught equal to minus 2 volts. That is, the maximum voltage of this waveform will be at minus 2 volts. So when we observe the output of this clamper, okay, the input signal which has the reference at 0 volts has been clamped to the level of minus V volts. That's why this is called as a negative clamper. Again, you have to remember one more point, that only the reference level has been clamped here, whereas the total swing of the input and the total swing of the output remains same. So next we will move on to the analysis of the positive clamper. So this is the circuit of the positive clamper. The diode is connected in this way. So now with which cycle we have to start the analysis? this point should be maintained at the negative value in order to make this diode reverse bias. So we have to start the analysis with the negative half cycle. So now let us assume that the negative input has been given. Then the polarity of these terminals will be this one because we are applying a negative input. Okay. So then the diode becomes forward biased and the capacitor gets charged in this way. Via this diode, it gets charged and it will be this one. So what is the level of the capacitor to which it gets charged? It can be obtained by the voltage law. So that is Vi minus Vc is equal to 0, or else Vi is maintained at the level of 10 volts here. Okay, sorry, if we are starting with the negative cycle. So what is the Vi now? It is at minus 10 volts. So minus Vc equal to 0. So Vc equal to 10 volts. So what is the meaning for this? The input signal reference level is 0 volts, whereas now the output signal reference level will be at 10 volts. Okay. So now if we apply a positive half cycle to this circuit, okay, then in that case the diode will be reverse biased and it is open circuited, or else we can assume that this diode is not at all present and we can calculate the Vout level by applying the Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay. So if we apply the positive cycle, this terminal polarity gets changed. That is, now it will be at the positive value and this will be at the negative value. So when we apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law, it will be Vi plus Vc, okay, minus V0 is equal to 0. So what is the level of the input now? So it is 10 volts and Vc is also at 10 volts. So V0 will be equal to 20 volts. So that is the maximum value of the signal will be at 20 volts. So when we observe the output of this clamper, okay, so the reference level of the input signal is 0 volts. So now it has been clamped to the 10 volts, okay, whereas the swing of the input signal and the swing of the output signal remains same. So why it is called positive clamper? It is called positive clamper because the reference level of the signal has been moved from 0 to a plus 10 volts. So it is called as a positive clamper. Application of the clamper. Clampers are widely used in television receivers to restore the DC reference signal to the video signal. So now let us move on to the diode comparator. Okay. So the circuit that can find or else sense at which point the arbitrarily varying signal reaches some threshold or a reference level is a diode comparator. A non-linear biased clipper can be used as a comparator. Okay. So this is the circuit of the comparator. So actually this circuit is a biased clipper. So now this biased clipper can be used as a comparator. So this comparator compares the input signal with the reference signal. Okay. So now let us assume that a ramp input is given to this circuit, that is this signal is applied to this circuit. Right. So what will happen? This point of the diode is maintained at the level of reference level VR, whereas this point is input is given. So whenever the input voltage is lesser than the reference level VR, the diode will be reverse biased. So there is no connection between the input and the output. Okay. Whereas if we measure the output now, so the output is measured across this arm, so which is maintained at VR. So the V0 remains at VR until the reference level is reached. Okay. So when the input signal is greater than the reference level and the cut-in voltage of the diode, here V comma is the cut-in voltage of the diode. So when V in is greater than VR plus V comma, then this diode is forward biased and the input gets connected to the output and hence the output follows the input after the reference point. Okay. So the comparator output is independent of the output signal until it attains the reference level. What is the meaning for this? whatever may be the input at this portion. So what is this portion? This portion is where the input is less than the reference level. Okay. If it is so, in that case, then whatever may be the input, the output of this circuit remains at the reference level. So once it attains the reference level, the output follows the input. Suppose in this circuit, the reference level is maintained as 0. Okay. Then it is called as this circuit is called as a zero crossing detector. That is, the output will respond every time to the input passing through the 0. Okay. So now let us conclude the working of the diode comparator. Okay. So the working is, whenever the input is lesser than the reference level, the output will be at VR. So when the input level becomes higher than VR, then the output follows the input. Applications of the comparator. The important system using comparators are sine to square waveform converter, time marking generator, pulse time modulation, and analog to digital converter. Thank you for watching this lecture.